So we're about to leave Disney World this morning, and it's Saturday about 7. Running a little bit late. We're gonna go hit some garage sales in Orlando for a few hours. Don't know the area at all. Just gonna use the yard sale treasure map. There's a place we were staying behind me somewhere. Actually can't see it for the trees, but so we're just gonna hit a few garage sales probably for 2-3 hours and then head home. Okay, so we're in my wife's car. Gets pretty good gas mileage, but this is the only space I had to work with as far as garage sales go, so nothing big at all. It's not a bad amount of space though. Like, you know, any kind of video game stuff obviously will be fine, but yeah, I mean, just like a couple of square feet of space is all I have in this car. So, hey guys, it's the next day, and I didn't record any during the garage sale, sorry. So I'll show y'all what I picked up. It's not a ton, but it's a little something. We garage sailed for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, and then we got on the road. It was about an 11-hour drive, plus the garage sales on top of that, so I was exhausted. We got in at like 10:30 local time last night, and I just felt like I got beat up. I just felt like I was in a fight and lost badly. So it was an exhausting vacation. It was fun, but you end up walking about 10 miles a day. This hat is one thing I got, and I'm not Norwegian, and I don't really know that much about Norway, but I looked at like a ton of hats. I wanted to buy a hat to cover this dome, and I looked at a ton of hats out there, and I finally picked this one out after looking at hundreds of different hats. It's just from Norway and Epcot. It's got the little flag on it, and it's got some dwarves on it for some reason, and it says Epcot back here. So I'm gonna have to come up with some kind of cover story for the Norway hat. Like, I'm Norwegian, I'm gonna have to learn something about Norway, I guess. But I like the hat. So oh, let me give a few announcements real quick. Gonna do a Cajun Picker show this week for sure. I don't know what date. Maybe Thursday, but Glenn and I may be leaving for the reseller rally on Thursday, so I'm not exactly sure if we're going to do it Thursday or we might do it some other day this week. But stay tuned. I will keep y'all posted on when it's going to be, and I'll schedule it as soon as I can. I need to talk to Glenn and Mike and find out a good time frame. Don't know if I'm leaving for the reseller rally Thursday night or Friday morning yet. Need to figure that out. Haven't had a chance to sit down and figure that out yet. So stay tuned for that. The other news is tonight, this is Sunday night. This is Sunday. Tonight, we're going to be doing the Reseller 6-Pack show on Jory's channel. That's Good Used Goods. I think it's all one word. I'm going to post a link right down below to Jory's channel. We're all going to get together, have a few drinks, and talk reselling. Should be fun. I don't think we'll have, I think the show will probably be about an hour still, but I don't think we're going to have a hard stop, because the show that used to be like right after hours is taking a little break, so we may go more than an hour. But for sure, guys, sub to Jory down below and make sure the little bell is on, and then you can come catch us whenever that show comes on. It's really a lot of fun, and I wasn't able to participate in the last show that was hosted on Tanya's channel, Thrifty Treasures, but I did watch it that night, late that night before I went to bed, and man, it was a good show. I hate to say it, but without me there, it was actually the best show so far. I wish I was there for it, but you know, those guys had a really good show. It looked like they had a good time too, so I was sorry to miss that for sure. Let me show y'all something I got. This is like a week ago, and the only reason I want to show it to y'all, I forgot to show it last week. This is something I got golly, I don't even know when. When did I get this thing? last Saturday, I think, something like that. So this is just an aluminum case, and I thought it was really cool looking. It is definitely dirty. I need to clean it up, and it's certainly got a few dents and dings in it. So I don't know how I'm going to do on this particular case, but I wanted to show y'all. I don't know if it's going to come through or not. See if you can see that name on there. Golly, this thing is really dirty. It's got like stuff stuck on it and everything. This is a Halliburton case, and I think it's made in the USA. It's definitely vintage. If you look up these Halliburton aluminum cases on eBay, they sell really well. I bought this particular one for $5 just on a whim. I didn't really know what it was I was looking at. Not in very good shape. Like even this, some of this stuff is kind of messed up in here. So I'm not going to get the top dollar for it for sure. But I'll definitely do pretty well. But the reason I want to show it to you guys is just to be on the lookout for those Halliburton cases. Some of them can go for really good money, especially if they're in really good shape. There are some that are a little bigger than the case I just showed you. They go for like really good money, like over $100. So be on the lookout for those. To me, that seems like the kind of thing that might have something in it that's not really worth much, but the case itself could be worth, you know, $50 to over $100 depending. So do a little research. I think that's the kind of thing you might see a pretty good bit. Now, the garage sales yesterday, I don't even remember what I got. I was so tired. I picked this little Game Boy Advance case up for 50 cents. I think I may hang on to it until I actually have a Game Boy to sell with it. And I need to do like a really, it's got a lot of pockets in it. So I need to check it out really closely and make sure that I didn't leave, or that they didn't leave anything in it. Doesn't look like they did, but it would be really nice to score a little game or two out of here. But I don't think there's anything in it. Just a little Game Boy case for 50 cents. This can help sell a Game Boy. It probably not worth a ton on its own, but I like keeping little parts like that around, you know. Bought this. This is a weird thing here. This Sony Easy Editor Home Editing Kit for mini DV camcorders. I paid the $5 for it, and it includes 2 Sony mini DV tapes, and I think it's also got, if you look here, it's also got some kind of like capture type equipment, because with those camcorders, I think you had to actually capture the video and not just plug in and you know, transfer it. I think you actually had to take another step. Not sure. Kind of talking up my ass there. But I don't know what this is going to go for. I paid $5. It's sealed. It's sealed and it has Sony on it. So for any kind of decent price, I'm going to pick that up. Not a whole lot of information out there about it that I've seen so far. But let's see what else we got here. Okay, I paid $1 for this Office Mac 2008. It's got open this sucker up. It's got the little manual, and then it's got the install disc, and then it's got the keys, the license keys, the 25-digit codes or whatever. Don't know what this is worth yet. Haven't had a chance to look it up. Probably on the order of $15 to $20 though, if I had to guess. Picked this up for 50 cents. Wii Sports. It's got the book and the disc. Disc is in good condition. Those always sell pretty easily for me. Okay, I picked this up. This is a Dave Ramsey Financial Peace University, and yes, I paid $5 for it. I think I may have gotten them to throw something else in with this. I can't remember for sure. But I did check. It's got all the discs. I think it's like 10 or maybe a few more. All the discs are in the little sleeves here. These are just CDs. And then it also came with these other discs here. And I think these are still, these are still sealed in cellophane. So I sold one of these a couple of months ago. And I don't remember what I got for it. So I'll certainly make a little bit of money on that. I just don't know how much. It's not going to be a ton. Probably, you know, something like 20 bucks or whatever. I'll profit on that. I picked two Maxell GX Silver high quality VHS tape sealed up for 50 cents for both. Prefer to get like the big packs of like 12 of those or so. So I don't know. We'll see. This was kind of a weird thing that I bought. This is a glass fish. Looks like it was probably handmade. I paid $5 for this thing. I don't know how it's gonna do. I thought it was just really awesome looking. Nice heavy glass fish. We'll see. It's not really in my wheelhouse. She was asking 10. As you can see here, and I paid 5. So we'll see. Yeah, I thought it was really cool though. I liked it. My wife told me it was not a good buy. I haven't looked it up yet, so I don't know what it's worth. I just thought it was really cool. Typically when I think stuff is really cool like that and my wife doesn't think so, she's right. Hopefully she's wrong this time and I get to say I told you so, but that has not been my experience in the past. So this is I haven't even looked at this yet. This is a little Sony recorder. And I paid, what did I get? Oh, you know what? This little recorder and this I bought together for $3, I think. This is I haven't even looked anything up, an ICD-P520. It's a little digital recorder instead of the micro cassette kind. And it comes with this little USB cable, and it also comes with a manual and a CD-ROM or a DVD-ROM with software for the recorder. So I don't know what that's worth. It'll definitely be worth way more than I paid for it though. So I think that, you know, the micro cassette recorders are definitely better to get if you can find them. And not a ton of stuff here, guys. Wow, I'm pretty close to being done. Okay, this is potentially the highest ROI here. I bought a Sony, which one is this? This is a micro cassette recorder, M427, that I picked up for 25 cents. I don't know. I don't think this is a like really sought after model, but I did check the battery compartment contacts are clean. Crossing my fingers it works. I've got some micro cassette tapes that I can bundle with it and test with it. So hopefully I'll get, you know, I don't know, $25, $30, something like that for it. Should be pretty good. And let's see, I think I'm down. Okay, this is the last little bundle that I got. I'll show y'all. It's 3 cameras, okay? And I already looked this one up, and I know it's not worth a ton. Guy was originally asking $25 just for this camera here. This is a Polaroid land camera, 230. Polaroid land, I can't remember what you call it. But I mean, it comes with like a box of flash bulbs and the flash unit, and got some paperwork here, and got the camera itself in the case, and then it all comes in like this briefcase style case. I'm probably not going to test it. Oh, look, here's a manual in here, and then here's the camera itself. I looked it up and they're not high value. Oh, it looks like it stays in the case to use it, maybe? That's strange, unless there's some kind of release. I don't know. I'm gonna sell it as is because I'm not really gonna be able to test it. But maybe, you know, I don't know. This might be $25 for this big old thing. You know, I've seen like camera only that are only selling for like $10 to $15, and you know, here's the whole thing, and then here's the case itself that it comes in. So I bought that. He was asking $25 for just that originally. He had 3 cameras right there, and I said, make me a deal on all 3, and then he said, okay, how about 25 for all 3? And I took it. The other camera, or one of the other cameras, is a Spectra film. Let's see, how do I open this thing? Golly, I'm really not that good. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Okay. Yeah, this is just a Polaroid instant camera, Spectra film. Probably about $20 to $25 camera here. Untested, of course. I'm not going to test it. Yeah, and there's a little film compartment. It looks like it's probably going to work, but I'm not going to make any guarantees. I like selling these just strictly as is, with no guarantees or anything like that. And I'm trying to close it. I can't figure out how. There we go. Got it closed. So I got that one. And then finally, this is the one I really liked. This is a, the guy I bought it from called it a Voigtlander. And I guess he's pronouncing that correctly. I would have guessed it would be a Voigtlander, but he called it a Voigtlander. He said he bought it when he was in the military. Back in 1961, he said he bought it in Germany. I looked up Voigtlander, and man, just the lenses, some of the lenses are super expensive. Prices are all over the place though, so you know, it really depends on which one you have. I didn't see a lot about the camera bodies, but this is, okay, you can see it's a Voigtlander Vito CL is the model, and it's one of those really just cool vintage silver looking cameras. I don't know if it has film in it or not. The Advance felt kind of mushy just now, so we'll see how it works. I don't even know where the shutter release is on this thing. I guess, oh, here it is. Yeah, so it winds, but it doesn't really go back all the way. And then you push down here. Okay, yeah, you kind of heard the shutter click just now. It's got a Voigtlander Lanthar 2.8 aperture 50 millimeter lens installed on it, and these are, I believe, removable. So we'll see how I do. I paid $25 for all 3 cameras. The leather case on this is in really nice shape. It's not dry rotted or anything. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. And it's got a really simple viewfinder. Basically, it's just a square. So I don't know how accurate that would be. It's not like a through the lens kind of viewfinder system or anything like that. Very simple camera, really. Not a whole lot of, looks like you do everything on the lens itself as far as, yeah, the shutter speed and the aperture and everything is on the lens. And really the only thing on the camera, it looks like, is, you know, like the film advance and stuff like that. So let's see how I do. It's a Vito CL from Voigtlander with a 50 millimeter prime lens on it. So really nice little setup. Even the strap on here, this thing is like, what, 56 years old, and no dry rot at all. So I guess he kept it inside the whole time. That's it, guys. I was pretty impressed with the prices of stuff in Orlando, and some people had some really high quality stuff. I wish I would have had more time. Wish we would have got out a little bit earlier. I wish I would have had a little more room in the car, because I had like I only had, like, if you saw at the beginning, just a little space. So I was very cognizant of what I could and could not buy. I didn't want to buy anything too big, so that's why even when I bought this, I was like really hesitant, and I wish I would have been more hesitant, because that was not the best buy for the size. So that's it, guys. Remember, reseller 6-pack tonight, 7 o'clock. That's right, yeah, 7 o'clock Central Time tonight on Good Used Goods channel. Down below, subscribe, set up the alert, and you can see when we start. Take care, guys. I will see y'all tonight. And a little bug just flew in front of the lens. So, bye, guys. See y'all later.